Now it's time for the algebra review lesson, and this one is on simplifying fractions. And I'll just work through several examples here and make some comments as I go about the process of simplifying fractions and different things you run into when you're simplifying fractions. First, you should simplify your fractions. In general, answers in algebra problems, in math questions, or in any kind of scientific or mathematical field, answers are given in simplest form. So fractions should be reduced to the simplest form. When you just have two numbers like this, what you want to do is look for a common factor. And you can see that both of these numbers, 28 and 35, have 7 as a factor. They're both multiples of 7. And the rule is you can divide the top and the bottom number by the same thing. So I can think of this as 28 divided by 7 over 35 divided by 7. And 28 divided by 7 is 4, and 35 divided by 7 is 5. And you should be able to get to this point without having to write that on your paper. If you want to write that, or if you need to, that's okay. But it's better if you can get proficient enough at this to go straight from the fraction to reducing it. Just divide by 7 mentally, if it's a simple division problem like that. Okay, the second one, 20a over 4. Well, the 20 is a multiple of 4. So I can think of the 20 as 5 times 4. So that's my 20, and then I still have that a. So that's my 20a, and it's divided by 4. And the 4's cancel, and we're left with, you see, 5a. And again, it's good to be able to do this mentally. You want to be able to look at the 20 over 4 and think to yourself, 20 over 4 is simply 5. So you could go from your first step to there mentally, and that's fine. You don't have to show this step. But I wrote it there to show the thought process. You should recognize that the 4 on the bottom cancels out with the 4 that is a factor of the 20, leaving the 5. And number 3 here, b to the 5th over 4b squared. Well, I'll write this one out too, but again, you shouldn't have to write all of this out. b to the 5th is b times b times b times b times b. b multiplied by itself 5 times. And 4b squared is 4 times b times b. And you can see that these two b's down here are going to cancel 2 of the b's up here, and it doesn't matter which 2. So I'll just cancel out b's, and you can see what we're left with. 3 b's up top, that's b cubed, and 4 on the bottom. Now what you want to think is you can expand this in your mind and get 5 b's up top and 2 b's down below, or you can think 5 minus 2 gives you 3. When you have exponents divided, like in this case, b to the 5th divided by b to the 2, and exponents with the same base, they're base b, both of them are base b in this case, you can simply subtract, do the top minus the bottom, and that's the exponent on your answer. So we end up with b cubed over 4.